So we're having what we call a STEAM Extravaganza, and STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Mathematics. When I was at the University of Houston as an undergrad, I was with an organization then it was called Mexican American Engineers and Scientists, and we'd go out to different schools around U of H, and we'd organize these events there just to try to be mentors to high school students, to try to get them excited about engineering and science, to try to get them to come to the University of Houston. We know that engineering and science is absolutely in need in this country, and so a group of us from U of H just started doing the events again, and they've become so popular actually that people want to give us money and to donate, and we've had to create a nonprofit. The name of this workshop is Superhero Layer, and so I introduced the class, teaching them very basic civil engineering principles, and then after that they have to build a structure that pass 3 tests. One is the layer falling from the sky. We call it skyfall, so I just take it and I drop it. And the second test is the monster stomp, and so I'll basically stand on one foot on top of the structure. And the third test is an asteroid hitting the superhero layer. So 2 very big fat, and I say these are my college textbooks. Look what you have to look forward to, right? So 2 big fat textbooks that act as an asteroid and drop it on the superhero layer. And they're just building them from strips of paper and tape. And then we also give it an aesthetic factor, and they have to count how much material they're using and take that into account. And the most points at the end wins these really cool science kits that we purchased for the students. The kids absolutely love it. A lot of times we'll focus in these low income, low socioeconomic areas, and so these kids, it's the first time they've ever met a scientist, the first time they've ever met an engineer, and we try to bring people that look like the demographic that we're in. And so you can see these light bulbs going off in these kids' head, right? And, oh, well, what do you have to do? What's an engineer? What do you have to do to major in engineering? What do you do whenever you're a professional? So all of a sudden they've gone from never even hearing the word engineering to all of a sudden it's an option, and now they want to figure out, okay, what do I need to do that, right? And so we're starting when they're young, and so they can be thinking about it as they go through their school career. The sooner you know about you wanting to go into science or engineering, the better you can prepare yourself. If I'm in middle school and in my freshman year in high school, I know, hey, I want to be a scientist. Maybe I should take that optional physics class. Maybe I should take that optional math class. And so whenever they take those optional math classes, that better prepares them for when they get into college. We've had principals come to us crying because there was a student that has been classified as sort of troubled, who hasn't been engaged, and all of a sudden an outside group comes in and we get them excited about engineering and science, and the principal say that kid's never been engaged before and he got first place in your competition, and now he's asking me about being an engineer. And so these experiences that we're creating for these kids, we can already tell that we're leaving a profound impact, and that's the most exciting part to me.